when we come into the Dhamma and we learn the Dhamma, then we realize that there is such a thing as a noble eightfold path, that there is a path out of samsara, out of the round of rebirths. And then when you study the Dhamma, and then you will get right view. Now, why is it? What makes us search and come to the Dhamma? The Buddha said because of dukkha. Dukkha in life comes about because of impermanence. There is one characteristic of the whole world which is outstanding, is that everything is impermanent. And because everything is impermanent, it brings about dukkha. Why? Because when we have happiness, we want to hold on to that happiness. For example, you have sons and daughters which you love very dearly. You want to hold on to the sons and daughters. But suppose suddenly one of them passes away, you will get a lot of grief. So that is the type of suffering that really makes us want to turn the other way from the normal way of life. You know, as a monk, I've gone to a number of funerals. And then during a funeral, when they bring out the body, you see the family crying. There is no sorrow as much as that type of sorrow. You see they cry uncontrollably. So that is a real dukkha. So the Buddha said dukkha is because we grow old, we age, because we become sick, because we die, and also because we are separated from those that we love, and because we have to associate with our enemies, those people we don't like, and not getting what you want. For example, you love a certain girl or you love a certain man and you can't get that, also is great dukkha. So these things bring us along this path to renunciation. If there is no dukkha in this world, we will not want to renounce the world, right? But on the other hand, if there is no sukha in this world, we also don't want to cling on to life. It's because of the sukha that we can experience in this world that when most of us are dying, we don't want to die. We want to cling on to life. We cling very strongly, so strongly that the moment we pass away, this force, this clinging brings us immediately to rebirth. So we all go through this process. You know, it's very strange, you know, all of us dream. And sometimes the dreams that we have tell us about our past, you know. Although in this life I've never married, yet there was a time I dreamt that I had a wife and my wife passed away. And I carried the body and I cried uncontrollably. So when I woke up, I asked myself, how come? It must have happened a long time ago. Another time, I dreamt I had a daughter, and I loved the daughter more than my own life. So from there, I can tell those people who have very cute children, they will love their children so much more than their own life. There was another time I had a dream. I was in China. I'd never been to China, but I knew for sure I was in China. And I was a very poor man and so hungry. And I came to a big house where the landlord was so rich. And I was so hungry, I was looking for something to steal. But because I made some noise, they woke up and they all started chasing me. So I ran and went to hide under a bridge. And after that, I woke up. So you see, we go through life, we experience all this dukkha, and slowly we evolve. I also dreamt once that I was Indonesian. Strange. So, it's like that. We go through this long cycle of life. when the Buddha was enlightened, he looked into his past, and he said he had been in samsara for so long, there was no kind of rebirth. He had not been reborn before, except only the Suddhavasa heavens. And he said the Suddhavasa heavens, the pure abodes, only anagamins, those people with sako, third fruit, arya, are reborn there. And once you are reborn there, you never come back again as a human being. You are never reborn as a human being. Only that place he was not reborn. Otherwise, every kind of being he had been reborn. So for us to come to this state where we are interested in the Dhamma, I'm sure most of the animals and different types of ghosts and everything also we have been through already. Yeah. So when we come into the Dhamma, we learn and understand the Dhamma. And when we come into the Dhamma, the most important thing is to really study the Buddha's words and get right view. Once you get right view, secure. Why? Because you are an Arya. And Arya, once you are an Arya, you'll never be reborn in the three woeful planes, as a ghost, as an animal, or in hell. That time you take a slow boat out of samsara, never mind. Because you'll only be reborn as either a human being or as a Deva or Devi. So can enjoy after that. So it's very important to get an understanding of the Dhamma, to get right view. And the Buddha said there are only two conditions to getting right view. One is to listen to the Dhamma, investigate the Dhamma, in other words, the Buddha's teachings. And the second one is to pay thorough attention. When you are learning the Dhamma, you pay full attention so that it can penetrate your mind, you can understand. Then once you get that understanding, you are the one of the rare persons in the world, an Arya. And once you get right view, you are on your way out of samsara. The Buddha gave a simile of a log. One day the Buddha was walking with his disciples in the forest, and there was this river. Must be a big river because he was carrying a log in it. So the Buddha told his disciples, he said, you look at the log, it is flowing along, and it is going to end up in the ocean unless one of a few things happens to it. Either it gets stuck on the near bank, or it gets stuck on the far bank, or it gets stuck in the middle sand bank, or it becomes rotten and sinks, or it is pulled away by human beings, or it is pulled away by non-human beings, or it comes into a whirlpool and is sucked down. Unless these things happen, it's going to flow down to the ocean. So in the same way, the Buddha said, once you get right view, you are going to flow down to eventually Nibbana. Once you get right view, at most 7 lifetimes, you will turn on the cycle of rebirths. The most 7 lifetimes. And then you will enter Nibbana. So, understanding this, you all should make more effort to study the Buddha's words in the Nikayas and get right view. And once you get right view, you don't have to worry about the cycle of rebirths anymore. The remaining dukkha that you're going to experience is very, very little. So I shall end my talk here and hope you all have a lot of questions.